All right, we're heading back into that summer period now where everything is super, super warm down here.
We already had the longest day of the year.
Did we? June 21st, right?
Already over.
2 trucks now, so they'll be able to hit up a lot more areas. And man, from all the stories that I've heard from Gerald about owning food trucks, man, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I would hate to do that. But they make good food.
The mic is not messed up. That is actually the air conditioner that you hear in the background because it gets really, 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 really warm in here. So that's why we are doing this right now.
I assume that I'll be commentating Street Fighter and Injustice, but I can't say for sure yet.
Oh, at EVO? Dude, they just announced, hey, give us your reels.
Yep.
So if you think we know what we're commentating at EVO right now, we
do
have
not.
No idea.
Nope.
It's not because I breathe too hot. It's because David is just too hot.
Mm-hmm.
He warms up the room too much. See, Shagundo knows. He's heard us, shill the Okamoto kitchen truck for basically nothing. I mean, I just compliment it because it's legit good.
It is good.
And now he's had it, and now he knows it's super, super legit.
It is good. There's no doubt.
Good. So they definitely did really well at E3 as well. They even got their truck there at E3. And
oh, that's right.
Were standing in line for that.
That's right. Yeah.
Watson was one of the top customers there for a while. So.
They used to stop regularly in Hollywood, and then they stopped doing that like the month after I moved to Hollywood.
Dude, they used to always come to Culver City, like where my brother works, and we used to go eat there for lunch all the time. And they've literally only been there like once in like the last like 4 months, and like you best believe I went there and ate there. But like they need to show up more into that area. I'm really sad. Shout outs to Kirby Poppins for the subscription, much appreciated. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the menu items there, honestly, the gyudon is super good. Now they always list they have the katsu curry sandwich there, and obviously chicken is more popular because, look, I'm just gonna say this right now: when you make pork dishes in the U.S., it sucks. Okay, Asian pork dishes are always the best. And so their chicken katsu curry is always the most popular, but like they do have a pork katsu curry every once in a while, and that thing is, I could eat that forever and a day.
They have a tofu one too, don't they?
Yeah, they have the
tofu something.
They have the non-bomb sandwich, which is chicken, which is the chicken version and the tofu version. Yeah, so they have that, and not only that, but there's one dish in there which is actually my favorite dish. That nobody gets because you just look at it and you're like, tofu, ew, but it's the tofu on the rice cake.
Oh yeah, I had that.
That thing is super good.
Yeah, man, tofu's great. I don't know if people don't like tofu.
Yeah, super, super good. So,
want to go back to talking about games?
Are the commercials done?
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, outside of the commercials here. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, like, honestly, legit, I mean, I love their food, like,
yes,
so much.
Do.
So,
all right.
Okay, guys ready? Hang on a second.
Hey, so are you one of those people who genetically taste soap when they eat onions? There's like some percentage of the population.
It was bean sprouts.
There's a few
Virgin Mobile,
like bean sprouts and onions. I've heard cilantro. People think tastes like soap. Yeah,
I might be one of, because look, the one thing about onions, I actually don't mind onions in my food. Like, I will eat onions in my food. Like, sometimes I'll get tacos and there'll be a lot of onions in there. My problem, honestly, with onions is after I eat onions, I taste onions for the next 3 days.
Which is bad for you?
It's annoying. Like, there's this one, like, there's a They Might Be Giant song that's called, like, it's about super tasters. And I feel like I'm, like, one of these people that just, like, things, like, have more, I taste things more violently than other people.
Yeah, that probably exists.
Because honestly, after I eat onions, like, I cannot get the taste of onions out of my mouth. I will brush my teeth, and like and I will still have that onion taste in my mouth for like at least 2 days.
Is it just hanging out in your tummy?
I don't know if it's
Like,
hanging out
there's
in the
just,
tummy.
Something coming back up.
It's like
through
in the breath
esophagus?
or something, or I don't know. It's just like I can just taste it all day. And onions is like one of the ones that's the most that way to me.
Yeah. Okay.
And so like I actually like onions on things. I love like there are things that I cook that I will put onions in it just to give it the flavor. And then I won't eat the onions, you know? Like, it's stupid, right? You know, it's kind of stupid. But that's just the way it is.
So if you eat the physical onion itself.
Yeah, it gets stuck in there.
But if you have onion flavoring.
Yeah, if I can cook it in there and it adds that flavor, if it adds that taste to it, then it's okay. But if I eat the actual onions.
Wow, Max is one of those weird cilantro is soap people.
Oh, really?
so what do you... It's a nice flavor. And I feel like there should... Like, for those people's sake, I hope that there's some facsimile. That there's some other garnish that they can use to get that similar flavor. I don't know, though, because it's really good. It's a bummer if they just don't have access to it.
Like, I don't know if... I can't taste bean sprouts. Like, I don't taste bean sprouts.
Well, they're not very tasty.
Well, to some people, they're very bitter.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because it's that thing, right? It's there are some people for bean sprouts, it's super bitter for them. And I can't taste them, but I still hate bean sprouts. Like, I cannot eat... So, you know, there's that Sujita, the ramen place that I really like over here. They have the Annex, and a lot of people are like, the Annex is much better. The Annex is just basically a giant bowl of broth noodles and bean sprouts.
Okay.
So I can't eat it. Because there's just too many bean sprouts in there. I just don't... Like, I know a lot of vegetable people have this weird thing that they just don't like vegetables because they don't like the texture, that they don't like the weird, soft, crispy, crunchy chewiness of it. And I'm one of those people, so like bean sprouts is like the epitome
of that. It's a
texture
thing.
Yeah.
It's not like a flavor, it's a texture.
Yeah, it's largely a lot of the times it's texture. If you talk to a lot of people who hate vegetables, they'll tell you a lot of the times it's like the texture of things. Like, except for pickles. Like pickles is definitely the flavor that I cannot handle. So
yeah, pickles can be too much sometimes. Like, I like a good pickle, but...
See, someone's in there like, I hate bean sprout texture.
Yeah, they're alright.
Yeah. And it's weird. It's weird. I mean, like, I'm much better with vegetables than I used to be, which is probably frightening to you, because you know how picky I am with vegetables. But, like, I will actually eat, like I'll eat salads and stuff like that.
Coming around.
But, I mean, like... When I was growing up, I was one of those, like, I will not eat vegetable kind of people. Like, my mom had to cook special dishes to get us to eat our vegetables. You know, like, she used to make us, like, this basically, like, just ground beef, spinach, and vegetables just, like, all mashed together and then steamed in the rice cooker.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, and it was super good, but that was, like, one of the only ways we could eat it was when we didn't taste it.
Yeah,
we used to be one of those kids that used to have the cheese whiz for our broccoli, you know. Like that.
You would rather eat cheese whiz than broccoli?
Yes.
That's just gross to me.
Because it made it so that I could eat the broccoli, dude.
Like, that's no. In my view, the broccoli would make the cheese whiz edible.
Right.
I'm completely the opposite.
Yeah, I know. I definitely eat a lot more vegetables than I used to, so I'm not as bad as I used to be.
Well, you want to get back into the talking about stuff?
I do eat a lot of broccoli now. I actually really do enjoy broccoli now. I really enjoy broccoli.
I just made some udon for myself yesterday. Not the noodles, but the rest of the soup I made, and put some broccoli in there. You know, some
broccoli is a vegetable that I like. Spinach, I actually really like.
Spinach is great
as well. Like when I would go to like salad bars and stuff like that, I would just basically put some iceberg lettuce and then just dump a bunch of spinach on it.
Ugh, iceberg, horrible.
You don't like iceberg lettuce?
There's just no flavor in it.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I mean, like, there's no flavor.
Yeah, there is.
It's
no
water.
There's
there's no flavor or nutrients in that thing. It's just
true.
space.
It's just crisp. Yeah.
Take some space in your body. It's like, it's not bad. It's just there's nothing there. Why would you spend time eating it? All right.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts are great.
Okay.